Okay, so we are recording. Yes, cool. I'm a bit paranoid about this because you know what? It has happened that I have forgotten to push the record, and oh, that drama. Then I have to do it from the beginning again. So, anyways, happy Tuesday to everyone. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would watch this one as a recording. All my premium members get the access to the lives forever. They don't go anywhere. So when you're driving, put it on. There's always some valuable info. And today, I've noticed that during the lives, I actually want to focus on a bit of a bigger topics. So if we don't have questions coming through, then I always use the opportunity, especially now at the beginning, that the hub is still tiny. It's gonna grow. It's gonna grow. But if we don't have questions, then I use the opportunity to expand on certain topics. And today it is about mindset patterns that I see that can happen for women on the health journey. And often these patterns can actually really affect your healing journey and slow down your healing, or maybe even prevent you from going forward. So let's go through some of those most common ones, a little bit expand on them so you have the ability to recognize. And you just need to be really raw and honest with yourself, because this is between you and yourself, right? So, first of all, I always do say that mindset is one of the core foundational things. And I would even like to say this is the first thing that does require certain level of attention. At least you need to be obviously open and want to start the journey. So that's why I do always in this hub include different angles in regards to mindset. And I am a naturopathic coach, herbalist, and nutritionist. I don't have any paper in regards to mindset. All I have got is my own journey and the journeys with my own clients, which is now with hundreds and easily thousands of people. So I can just talk you through what I see. Okay. And if anyone needs to go very specifically in depth, if you've got the resources, go for it. But if you need some referrals and ideas, ask me. That's why I'm here, to share everything. So, the first thing is a very interesting one. It's about overwhelm. I think all of us at certain stages in our lives, in regards to different things, have felt the overwhelm. And very first thing that I would like to mention here is that it's now in regards to my own journey. I had a business mentor, and he was telling me that overwhelm is a choice. Overwhelm is a choice. And I really paused it there. I'm thinking, what? Hang on, wait a minute. Really? Ah, so you can look at overwhelm as a choice. And to be honest, for me, that was enough to prompt my mindset. And it made me to realize that, yeah, it is actually the go-to state, the learned pattern, the thing that I see everyone doing and talking, and maybe just like following it without actually going into it and going, hang on, wait a minute. I have a choice here. And so that was obviously in regards to business and structures and systems and marketing and blah, blah, blah. All totally foreign language for me, like this health topic could be for you. And it actually helped me to the level where I went like, no, I'm not going to choose overwhelm. I don't have to. I can focus on a thing and really just focus on that, not think about the whole big picture in front of me, because obviously running a one-man business is a lot. And that's what I always used to do. I was looking at that one little piece of information, and my mind was already going, oh, what if, and oh, from there, and oh, what, and then I need to change this, and oh, and that will lead to that, and oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No, it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. So for me, what worked is like, yep, I know there's more to it, but this is what I'm focusing on at the moment. So instead of overwhelm, I guess we can choose a focus point or two if you want, but not 20 or thinking about the whole thing. So I guess the anchor here could be that choose one thing, and I'll give you a couple of very realistic examples. A lot of people don't drink enough water. So what they do is that, okay, cool. Next week or next 2 weeks, I'm going to focus only that thing. And let me tell you, it is powerful. Because if you do that one thing consistently and you actually really put your mind into it, then those small, consistent shifts actually create a long-term effect for you. It works, this strategy works so much better than trying a little bit of everything. Because then you're feeling that you're doing so much, but you are not achieving anything. So be smart. And the phrase, what you can tell yourself is that I'm not behind, because otherwise we feel the overwhelm, like I haven't done this yet and not that yet and that yet. But you say, no, I'm not behind. I'm just simply focusing on one step at a time. I think if you don't do it this way already, I think this one right here is going to create ease and the flow and a change that stays with you for the rest of your life. So when you are choosing your goal, then in your head, answer the question, okay, what is the one little change, or sorry, one little thing that after I accomplish, I really feel that I've achieved something? And, starting to eat breakfast, drinking water, coming home, not opening the wine straight away, but having a good drink and maybe a healthy snack, doing, I don't know, stretches after I wake up instead of grabbing the phone straight away. So you choose. But those little things we often underestimate. Don't do that. Just focus. And then once you have achieved that, you actually feel proud and progressed. So that's very important. Um, the other thing is also a bit interesting. Again, I'm going to share my own journey here. So how would I call it? Being very analytical, critical, assessing, making sense of it, testing it out. Is it working? Is it not working? So it is especially happening with these people who are very inquisitive mind, who have very like a researchy, logical mind, and they just really just want the proof from life. But in that sense, your nervous system can stay in that control mode, and then your body doesn't actually go into the receiving mode. And what I mean here is, again, I'm sharing my own experience. So some time ago, a long time ago, when my body just needed some sort of modality that would really help my nervous system to calm down. So stress management and telling my body you are safe. So I chose a couple of different modalities. It doesn't matter what they are, but I had never done them before. I had never seen the practitioner before, but I was open to go in there, and I was, you know, thinking that I've got all my doors open for this. But I did then realize, and all these modalities were something that you do need to give it a go for a few times, before you kind of get the effects of it. And I did realize how I was like observing and thinking and kind of checking the practitioner's background, just in a gentle way, like not obsessing about it, but just, what we do, like how long has she practiced and what kind of benefits has she seen and things like that. So then I realized that I'm actually staying in a bit of a closed off state instead of being on that table and actually trusting that no, my journey has brought me here. Nothing is wrong in life. Everything is for me to experience. So if something has put me there on that table, that actually means this is for my healing. And poof, I think it was the fifth session when I realized that on the table there. And I'm like, oh, I have not been open to my own healing. I have been analytical, protective, controlling in a very hidden way. And that's when I just then not just physically let my body totally loose because that I already had, but I just went into this deep level of trust, saying that no, if I am here, I am in a state where healing is sent to me, regardless who is the practitioner, what she does, how she does, when she does. This energy here is for the healing. I hope you understand what I mean by this, because it was my mindset that changed, not my actions. And my mindset went into this calm state of trusting the journey and just telling myself that, yep, this is healing. This is it. Yeah. And matter of fact, it doesn't matter if there was the other person or the other person with 7 years of experience, 1 year of experience, 13 years of experience, if her name was this or that, wherever she lived, whatever she did. The fact was that I entered their space where I allowed myself to heal. So, all I say, relax into it, believe it that it's yours. And I've just written down a couple of sentences here if you need to write that down somewhere. What I do at times is that I put little reminders on my phone if there was a really good sentence, and I'm like, oh, I need to remind myself a bit more often. So, one sentence is sometimes healing starts the moment we stop guarding the door, our energy, the mistrust and all that. And the other one, I don't need to prove anything. I can just receive what's meant for me. Yeah, easy. The third focus point is perfection. And I hear that all the time. And also, I have noticed that women who really strongly go into perfection are usually the ones who don't see me that much. If it's private consultations, they might do two or three, but because they are pressing for that perfection. And is life perfect? I don't know. Is your life perfect? I don't think anything is perfect. Even the nature is not perfect. Yeah, look at all those skewed carrots that come out of the soil. So life is designed to be imperfect. It's purposeful. So perfectionism is something that can be absolute enemy. Yeah, these women can say that, oh, if I don't do it 100%, then I'm not going to do it at all. It's sad because these people would really miss out, not just on the healing journey, but I think in general, it would overflow into a lot of areas in life. And this is probably the place where I don't have the full understanding, but as much as I have been into reading into it and trying to understand this. Where is it coming from? I understand that there can be deep rooted belief that this person thinks that they are not good enough if they don't perform perfect. So if that is you and you just went, ooh, light bulb moment, then look more into it with your own resources. But yeah, it can stem from previous relationships or childhood. If you're not perfect, then you're not good enough. But as I said, look into the life. The proof is there. Life is not supposed to be perfect. Um, Instead of perfectionism, maybe you can shift your mind into momentum. Ah, this is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm not looking at the perfect outcome, but I'm looking at, how I'm going into it. You can also look into it in terms of progress steps. Because surely, if you are taking few of these tips on board and you start trying few things, that there will be progress somewhere. Can you focus on the progress instead of the perfection? And the sentence for these people that I would like to say is the body heals through consistency, not perfection. Yes, the body heals through consistency, not perfection. I think it's a good one. Yep. You're not a better person if you're more perfect. That's what I think, at least, you know. Let's focus on another one, which is again a common thing that pops up: rushing and being impatient. Now, that could so be me. Yes. Oh, at least when I'm getting older and wiser, I'm getting more patient and I'm actually seeing more of the picture. But poof, me in 20s or 30s or even early 40s, So women over 40 are in that place. Again, obviously, I'm talking about these people who see me, and the reason why they see me is that there's something they want to improve about their health. We don't just hang out and then they pay me money. That would be cool. But often these people, these women over 40, they have been feeling unwell for quite some time and they really have enough of it. And they want that change quick and here and now because they feel like they've lost some good health time. So, again, if you are rushing it, if you are impatient with it, then that really scatters your focus point, which means that you might want to do many things at the same time, which means that there's more likelihood that the friend overwhelm can visit you again. And then happens that you go, nah, that's too much. I'm not going to do this at all. And then you go into, when I say you go, I'm just painting a picture with this anonymous person, right? Then this person can go into overwhelm. After the overwhelm, they feel down because, again, they think that that was a fail. After being in that down, depressed spot, they might go, okay, no, now I really need to try something new. They pick the new approach. Um, I don't know if it's in regards to any other modality, but obviously another thing to help with their health. And guess what? The same pattern can repeat. Yeah. So, little check in. Is this you? Be honest. Be very honest. So, I know that when I am rushing and when I'm impatient, then I go into overdoing mode. This is now me running a business. I just have to bring that because that's so relevant for me. New territory. And then I do more, and when I do more, then I should receive more, and it burns me out. And this is how I create the stress, and this is how I create resistance, not resilience, but resistance. And then I'm thinking this whole running a business is bloody tricky. It's so stressful. It taxes my health, my energy, my sleep, da 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 da. So I've learned that actually running a business is an excellent way to polish my personality aspects and just to become a better person in general. It has given me perfect window in to see how my mind works. And by recognizing these patterns, I'm actually able to, again, when I apply this more patience here and now mindset, it actually overflows positively into other areas in my life as well. So, again, a lot of these aspects here are probably patterns that are not just related to your health, but some other aspects of your life as well. So, instead of rushing, instead of stressing and burning out, my strategy now is, yes, again, focus on the one thing at the time. And I really want to go into it with enjoying it. That's part of the journey. I am growing. I am growing. And that way, the whole journey has actually much more power behind it. And I go, yep, all right. Today was this day. I had a few goals in my mind. I didn't reach half of them because something else happened. And then I just go, maybe that is perfect. Maybe I didn't need to have more progress in terms of my business, you in terms of your health in that one day, 1 week. Maybe it's actually really good for me to actually stay in there for a little bit. Maybe those things need to kind of absorb into my mindset and body and my routine a bit more. So again, I go into the trust, and hopefully that helps you as well. So I do want you to really remember this here, and maybe you need to write this down for yourself. The body is not slow, the body's thorough. And I think there's a lot of strength in that sentence, at least for me. So you can look into the healing like, oh, if it's on the surface, not as quick, as quick, as quick, then you can tell yourself, like, oh, no, it's a deeper level of healing. I'm healing here for the rest of my life. Nice. I guess it's same as building the house. If you put one up very quickly, then the next storm and the cyclone comes, it's gone, done. But if you spend more time and energy and love in that journey, that house going to keep it up for a long time. Maybe even go in a history book. What else? Comparing. I don't hear that a lot through my consultations, but I know just for us humans and maybe even women more particularly, it can be absolutely a factor. Get that out of your mind because we all have had such a different history, stress history. No, everything starting from birth to childhood to adolescence, your history in terms of stress, eating, environment, hormones, chronic conditions, it all puts layers into it. Absolutely. So we should not really go into, hang on, why is my body not getting any response yet if such and such person is getting great results? Again, just trust, trust that your body is working with you and for you. That's all I'm saying here. The other thing is, I just have to, yeah, I just have to outline this one as well, is for women that that is a common one, that they feel guilty taking time for themselves, prioritizing their own health. And the thing is that you could actually reframe this, um, because think of this one as leadership in the family. If you show all your family members that no, health is extremely important and this is how we do it, and it's healthy and normal to take time for yourself, then your daughters, your son, your family members will obviously try to follow that. Also, you are not selfish, because if you are in a better health, then you are actually increasing your own capacity, life capacity. You get more life. You get to do more life. That means you're more present with your family members. You've got more energy to go and do the things. You are more steady with your moods because you slept really well. Your hormones are not all over the place and people don't want to move out because someone's going through the menopause. So it all again positively overflows to the rest of your life. And that is it. Like, if you, as a woman, improve your own health, then you're actually improving everyone's lives. This is how I look at it. You're the number one. If you're good, if you're steady and strong, you're the foundation of the family, then the rest of the family is more steady, stronger foundation. So it's almost like it would need to be that you are the priority so your family can have a better life. Yeah, so have a little think about it, but it is a common one, especially amongst the older generations. Yeah, I guess this is just how the growing up back then was, and the role models and all that, but life has changed since then. People who were born maybe in 50s and 60s and, yeah, 40s and so on, they might remember the life when only one parent was working and the other one was able to stay at home and take care of everything. But now we can't. Everyone needs to work, everyone needs to bring in the money, so that means extra stress for women, because you have got the household, you've got the career, everything. One more. Is this the last one? One more is going into the research mode. That's such a common one as well. And I think it's a sneaky little, how would I say, what's the word? Sneaky little aspect that plays with our mind just to make sure that you don't change, that you don't take the next step. Well, what do I mean here? Um, this is often with women who, again, want to do things properly. They just want to research more, get all the details, all the aspects. They want to kind of have the absolute full picture in front of them. All the little pieces in the puzzle need to be in place. They research. They look into all the different opposing opinions, and then they form their own, and to a degree it's all healthy and natural and normal, but it's not okay if this type of a mindset keeps you put right there, stuck, not doing anything. You're using a lot of mental energy, but you're not having any action. So again, somewhere there, if you have got enough understanding how kind of things start, maybe, then flow from there. Because this is the sentence that I would like to tell you. Maybe you need to write this down. Healing comes from doing, not just from understanding. The theory in the head doesn't automatically create the action. So somewhere at some stage, you need to put that phone down, shut down that computer, and go and try something. and just trust that, again, it is part of your journey, having the experience. Because I can tell you, you can read a lot of things out there. You can listen to me, whoever. And I always tell that to my clients. At the end of the day, it's the feedback from your body that's going to tell us what works and what doesn't work. So instead of over analyzing and then going into the rigid plan or no movement at all, just tell yourself that a start is a good point. And as you start and as you go, ongoingly you will get that feedback loop from your body. If you are starting to get more energy, if you are starting to have better digestion, your brain is more clear, your hormones are leveling out, and sleep gets better, are you on the right track? That is your proof. That's all you need. Okay? And the very, very last one, and purposefully, I am repeating this one here and in the future as well. Very, very big aspect about the healing is the nervous system. If your nervous system is in the survival mode, it's not in the healing mode. It's almost like an animal who's scared, or a kid that is yelling, and you can tell the kid whatever you want. Is the kid hearing anything? Nope. You have to wait until the kid has calmed down. You can grab the kid in your lap and you sit down and you go, "Hey, mate, this is what happened," and blah, 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 blah. But when the kid feels safe, when the animal feels safe, when your body feels safe, this is how you can get the messages through and you can create the change. Um, because I've actually seen that even with, the natural medicine modalities, and you can go into absolute stress, booking your whole week full of breath work, ice baths, massage, acupuncture, then go to this health shop, then to do this smoothie, and just kind of really obsess about everything and do. Um, you're actually, in this scenario, putting your nervous system again into the overdrive mode. Sometimes the best healing comes when you sit on the veranda in your undies, if you can, having that cuppa, putting your legs up and going like, you know what? I'm going to enjoy. I don't have to make decision at the moment, and I don't have to look at the clock. And I am just here and now. I have to remind my clients a lot that a pause can be very purposeful for healing. It doesn't have to be very like planned big pause that you need to do meditation or breath work or stretches or whatever. It can literally be just sit your bum down and just relax in that moment. If your mind goes busy, then try to switch on either your visual, look at something, smell something, hear something, music, nature, birds, flowers and the bees, trees and the wind and the clouds, the wind against your cheek. That really helps you to be here and now. So, all I'm saying is that the healing does require nervous system support. The body needs to feel heard, safe, not rushed, not pushed. Yeah, these are probably the main ones that I always have to remind my clients and myself as well, because I can go into rush. So I guess everyone would have had something out of these little points. If you need to, have a listen and go. Sorry, if you need to have a listen again. And it will be actually very interesting if you listen to this here and now, and then you listen again in 3 months' time, or 6 months' time, or 2 years' time. And what do you recognize about yourself then? What has changed? What has shifted? Very curious to hear, actually. Anyways, we'll leave it here. And the very last sentence that you might want to write down for yourself is, when the mind softens, the body follows. And that brings in the intuition, your gut feeling. And that's going to be your, I would like to say, lighthouse, because that's going to guide you. All right, guys. I will see you around. Take care. And yeah, if you've got any questions, please pop them here. And I'm very curious to hear if and what type of patterns have you got, and what type of mind battles have you had, and what type of shifts have you experienced. Because the more you share, the more the rest of us can grow as well. It's all of us here together. All right. Mwah. Ciao.